coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Goin Deep Show.
Oh my God!
Fighting for evil good is dumb. It's Goin Deep Show time, huh? The Kid A.G in studio tonight, rocking and rolling. Got her hockey garb on over there, I see.
I know, right?
At Trickery. At Trickery.
Hello.
Did you like that it made fake AI art of you?
That was it's pretty interesting.
It's a crazy world. Mm-hmm. I went and found some old stories of AI back in the 2023, the end of beginning of 2023, and it was about people cloning themselves essentially. I think with the amount of content that I've given the AI now, I think I could easily create a second me with the amount of stuff that I've given it.
I know. I'm waiting for you. I feel like may have mentioned this last time in the studio. For you to be like, hey, go listen to the show. And it's me on there, but it's all AI. Like, you're going to be able to just feed give it some topics, and you can tell them which guests you want on and everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Right now, I use 11 Labs. It's a site that you can, clone voices and stuff like that. And they have this feature where you can create a podcast, how many guests you want, you pick the voices, and then you give it the content. So with the transcripts and stuff that it's automatically creating now, I never ever would have thought, first of all, that the transcripts are created automatically without me doing anything.
That has been handy because you can have AI join your Teams meetings and Zoom and stuff like that. And I work from home. So you can set it up to automatically, and it'll automatically transcribe. It will give you an AI summary of it. It's crazy.
It's pretty fucking nuts.
What you can do. But there's already people on that one. We have some partners that are with the state. If you're a state employee, you cannot be on a meeting with AI. It's a policy. They don't let you. So you either have to leave the meeting, or you have to request them to not use AI. Because people, like I said, you can sign up for it to just automatically go to any of your meetings, regardless of what platform you use, Zoom, Teams, any of that. Is
there a rhyme or a reason to why they do that?
I'm not sure what the reason is for it. But right now, there's a policy that, yes, state employees, and I would imagine there are probably other entities and organizations that might have policies like that too. But I don't know what the reason is. But a lot of our partners with work for different, state departments. And if there's AI, they have to drop out of the call.
Well, there's a bunch of shit right now that there's a bunch of accounts on X that I follow that take actual footage and it's the videos, and then it will mimic the lip syncing and everything.
Oh yeah, there's all the deep fakes and stuff.
I took a video today of one, and I'm gonna play it real quickly here because it's just. I think I captured it because what I've noticed is now anytime I forward a link from X, my friends who don't have it can't get to it now. There's a certain thing that they're trying to keep sequestered. On the X platform where it's you need an account or you need to, but where before I hate that it's a closed off internet. So I'm going to just hold this up so you can see it. But this is Trump sitting at a desk, and I'm going to hit play, and I'm going to hold it up to the microphone so you can actually hear it now, since I don't have it really loaded up
I can see
in my system here yet. If I can fucking see where the fuck I'm hitting. Okay, ready? Here we go. And then you're going to love this. He uses language like me.
Today, I am signing an executive order making it legal to call your friends fags and retards if they are doing something faggy or retarded. Fags and retards, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, are you sure that's fake?
This again. And we will. We're going to call them fags and retards again.
Again. Are you sure that's fake? Because...
Bring back fags and retards, everyone.
That definitely sounds like some shit he would do.
I know. Is that real? It could be real.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one
that's
thing.
just crazy, man. Like,
The one
I don't
thing
know.
about it is, okay, the fact that he became president at a time when all of this technology is there, so he can just be like, I never said grab her by the pussy. I don't. That's fucking AI. That's fucking fake. It's like fucking not real. It's fucking crazy. Ugh. Anyway, the AI is fucking nuts. In fact, at some point, like I said, I told you about the news show we're doing. This little news spin-off show.
Yeah.
You know, I've gathered some really good ones, and we're starting to. You know, I had a little sit-down meeting with Bob the other day at the B-Dubs, and coming up with ideas. And I think for those of you out there who don't use AI yet, okay, the only thing I would encourage you to do is, I've been using it for probably 3 years, maybe a little bit longer. You've already kind of been introduced to it because anytime an autocorrect happens, you're technically getting that's a little glimpse of it. I don't know how to spell that word. I'll just start spelling it, and
Or
it
the predictive
autocorrects
text.
it. The predictive text, that kind of stuff. But what it's done for me, it's opened up my creativity again, because a lot of the tedious, dumb shit that I didn't want to have to deal with, the first 1,100 to maybe 1,500, maybe almost 2,000 episodes of the show, maybe 1,800. First 1,800 episodes of the show, I was either relying on someone else to type the show notes in, or me having to go and do it. Now, I take the transcript that it creates automatically, copy and paste it over to Grok. I say, turn on fun mode, which activates obnoxious fucking anything. You can say, talk to me like Andrew Dice Clay, or talk to me like Sam Kinison, or any comedian that you want. Act like a comic. You're punching up this script. Here's the transcript. Give me an outline of what it is. Give me a blog post. Give me hashtags. Give me this. Give me everything. And it just, within seconds, it's coming back. We have friends that are writers. I don't even know. Me as an artist, I see how quick it's creating the art and stuff like that. But as a writer, it's got to be discouraging as fuck.
right.
But on the flip side of it, you got to use it. You got to use it because you can create. You have ideas to make a book. You don't have the time to make the book. You don't have the time to sit and do all that stuff. I don't have time to sit and write show notes. I don't have the time for transcripts or doing all this AI art or doing all this stuff. You got to use it for you to get that time back so you can be creative. I sat with Bob for like 45 minutes at the damn B-Dubs the other day, and we're just riffing, coming up with creative ideas on ways how can we do this on the show? We can do that on the show. We can do this on the show. We can do this. And the only reason that part of my brain is there now to be creative is because I don't have to take that fucking chunk of my head and worry about the show notes and the transcripts and all. And that tedious work now is handled by the AI. So I hate to say it, yeah, it's going to kill some jobs for sure.
Right.
But it's also the people that are going to take this stuff and make it more
Make it work for
streamline.
them.
You're going to streamline your system as fast as you possibly can. And an idea now that pops into my head, oh, sweet. Okay, how can I use this? Not only do I pump it into the AI, I say, hey, give me some more ideas on this. I said, I have these 6 things that I thought about or could use for this. And it'll come back with 6 additional things that I didn't think of.
Right.
It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. I can put in, show me some big titties, and bam, it just shows me big titties. It's amazing. I'm over here trying not to see more fucking sexy porn shit. And then I got Civet AI that I can type anything I want to see in Civet. I showed you that, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it just makes it. It's like, we're fucked. We're fucked. Mm-hmm. Are you worried about the kids? Are you worried about the children?
Sometimes, yes. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Well, if you compare it to how we grew up, even the difference between how I grew up versus how you grew up, even,
Right.
it was a whole new world. We didn't have cell phone. You had the cell.
Not till I was at like the end of high school for me. Like I'm that like elder millennial that was like really, the Xennial, right? The one that really straddles that Gen X millennial, because I was before everything, but I still was a kid because I was like, high school age when that started. I mean, I had AIM when I was in high school, and in the Yahoo chat rooms, like
Yahoo
ASL,
Messenger.
Yup, exactly. Causing all the trouble. God, we invented catfishing by going in these random ass chat rooms.
Oh, fuck yeah. The first time I remember trying to deceive anyone on one of those chat rooms was AOL. In those AOL Instant Messengers, those little group rooms you used to go into. It was my girlfriend, my high school girlfriend, and I went into some of these rooms and would randomly just pick a name and start communicating with them. And depending if it was a male or a female, we would sit there. We did this together.
Oh, yeah.
And we're talking 1994,
I had a friend in it was like middle school that, we'd go into her family computer room and log onto the dial-up and then just mess with people in Yahoo chat rooms all the time. Yeah.
I still think this world in all of the woke stuff is still just a bunch of trolls. I just do. There are some people who have issues that are... It's
not all trolls. It's boomers is what a lot of it is because they don't fucking know better.
They get duped and fooled into shit. What? We have to worry about this now? Oh, fuck. Fucking shit. I can't just randomly click links in my email. My identity is now gone. Fuck. What's the first porn site you remember going to?
I don't know.
Yeah, that shows you how old we actually are. I can't even remember the first porn site.
Cinemax was the first fucking porn set that I watched. Cinemax.
So like on the after hours?
The softcore porn. Cinemax.
With who was that? Gene Simmons' wife. What the hell? Is it Shannon Tweed?
But there's all different ones, yeah. Mm-hmm.
My brain for hot chicks.
Really, before that, do you remember what was the old lady that was always on like late at night?
Oh, it was Dr. Ruth. Dr. Ruth Westheimer. She had that thick fucking... and she would
have the dildos and show you how to do all... You remember? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that was when I was like young.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, for me, it was Stern bringing all those porn stars and stuff like that. And what's funny now is he's the one complaining about all this shit. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you're the one that started all this crap.
Yep.
Goes, he's complaining about everybody has microphones at their house now as we sit in a room literally just blanketed in microphones.
He's not the only one anymore. He had a niche and it's not anymore.
No. In fact, he's a lot more bland than he's ever been. He's like Jay Leno now. He's a little more celebrity, driven. But what's great about his interviews and stuff like that, there's no limit to him. The thing about network TV and when it comes to any of that shit is, there's a time limit on everything where I don't know how he fucking gets people to say shit about anything, but I think they just forget that they're going out to the whole fucking planet, And I had this instance the other night. Red Eye was in here last night, and she said that she banged some cop, and the cop knew about the podcast, and he was from down in Detroit.
Dragon Cop knew about it. Remember when I met him in Arizona? He's like, dude, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I was across the country. He's from Chicago.
Yeah.
So I've heard of it before. So.
I see the numbers and stuff, and I mean, there's only a few states in the U.S. that don't regularly get lit up on the map, but the country's all over the world. That's where it gets pretty wild. It's like, holy shit, somebody on the other side of the fucking planet.
What? Her name is
Serenity X.
Yes, you knew it exactly.
Serenity X.
Yeah, I'm still friends with her on Facebook. See her doing all this stuff, man. Like,
yeah,
she was at some event. It was like the Holocaust Remembrance, and like Prince William and Kate were there, and she had pictures that she took of them. I'm like, what the heck, dude?
We should get her back on. That would be great because she was on before, and she sent listener line calls and.
Because the one time I was in studio, she called in live because it was the first time I'd ever heard her speak, and I'm like, oh, because she's fucking Welsh, and I'm like, oh my god,
it was sexy
so
as hell.
Hot.
Yeah, it was super sexy. Yeah, Serenity X. But going back to, I give these retro rewind shows that we've been putting out. And I'm handpicking them. I'll go and I'll listen. I'll be like, oh yeah, that was good. That was entertaining. The one that came out today was G-Dub and Wally. And we hit on some issues from the time 15 years ago that are still relevant today. Talking about, sex change, tranny, that kind of stuff, transitioning things and making it not... It's making light of it, but it's in a way more playful manner than now. Now everything seems to be like, you're either for it or you're against it. There's no like middle ground with any of that shit. There's no little like this certain circumstances. Right. I think everybody just thinks it is literally this or is literally that. And I'm like, that's not reality. So much gray area. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, no, I mean, everything is a spectrum, right? I mean, autism used to be such a bad thing. Well, now it's like, it's a spectrum because you can be just a skosh and have it, and it explains a lot of things, But I've talked about sexuality being a spectrum, but a lot of that, there's no
life. It's not
black and white.
Yeah, life in general, man. Yeah. We all need to kind of just chill out. I pulled a quote today from Bruce Lee. It's, and I never. Let me see if I can find this. I just literally saved it today. Bruce Lee words to live by. Okay, I'm going to say this, and I don't know why this hit home for me. It says, you will continue to suffer if you have an emotional reaction to everything that is said to you. The power is sitting back and observing everything with logic. If words control you, that means everyone else can control you. Breathe and allow things to pass. When I read that, I don't know what made me, I immediately took a screen grab of it. I'm like, you know what? I want that as like my screensaver. So and anytime or on my phone, so that when anything, and I'm pretty good at kind of just letting shit blow off, you know, just, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. But from time to time, you'll get sideswiped with some people in your life where stuff just gets fucking intense. This year in particular, there's a friend of ours who, she's a big bar hopper, likes to go around and do some stuff. And I've been in some situations where I'm just like, okay, I'm catching some shrapnel here because of this individual. And it's like, I don't like that. I've hung out in these bars in this town, restaurants in this town for going on 30 fucking years now. Never had this kind of thing. And I'm like, why is this happening now? And it's just, I don't know if I was oblivious to it, but you know how it is when you're younger, you put yourself in some dangerous situations probably where you probably shouldn't be. Let's go to Detroit in the 80s and 90s. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. There won't be hobos everywhere. Fucking murder.
Let's go drive to Ohio for a hockey game and meet a bunch of French Canadians.
And then tag team it back and forth between the beds.
Yup.
You dirty girl. I love it. Do you ever reminisce about these days that you don't have that happen as much? I mean, or back then, did it not happen as much? And those stories are the ones you kind of like flick your bean to now.
I don't know. I mean, like sometimes I look back and I'm like, what in the fuck was I doing? But I don't regret any of it. Like, it was fun when it was fun, but I mean, I like sex, but I don't necessarily miss it, I guess, if that makes sense.
It's because we have kids and we have to think about that now.
I mean, that's part of it, yeah. But I don't know. I went through that phase and I enjoyed it, and like, I'm good. I had it. I don't feel like I need it again.
See, from a guy's perspective, we think the same pretty much our entire lives, but once we connect with somebody and we get into a zone with them, there's part of us that has to kind of get pushed to the back burner, you know? That's why I think when it comes to the podcast, at least over the past probably 3 to 4 years, I've kind of drawn this like very, very significant line. I'm not going to tolerate some shit. I'm not going to hang out with people that I just aren't cool with stuff. That's why when people come into the inner circle with me, it's very evident that the cream rises up, and then there's this like group of people that it's like, okay, these are my fucking peeps.
Right.
And the other ones, they want to be, or they kind of want to be, but it's so true. Stop looking for somebody. They're just something comes along.
I mean, I think as we get older, we just have a smaller tolerance for bullshit too. So we can kind of see the ones that aren't really, oh yeah, we're friends. No, you're an acquaintance. Like, we hang out with some of the same people, but I wouldn't be missing anything if you were not hanging out with us, you know? And as we get older, I don't need that. Why am I going to deal with that?
We sound so grown up today. We did a Bruce Lee quote even. What the fuck, man? Don't I have a fart sound or something? Where was it? Come on now. Where's my fart sounds at? You gotta have a fart sound to rap. We can't be all serious. Last night, though, I was at bowling, and one of the women there, she better have been fucking with me. She goes, I thought you were gay. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your fucking mind? Do you know how much pussy I get? You have no clue.
No clue at all. That's funny. No, you're not even like close.
She had to be joking. She had to be. I feel like she just is recently divorced, this girl. And I was like, I said, this is a ploy to get me to call and have a conversation with you, isn't it? You know? This is a ploy. Because I had to explain her. I'm like, no, I'm not a guy. I literally have pussy in my beard.
Did you tell her that?
I didn't say that.
You should have.
I didn't say that. I should have, I should have. Everybody, I'm a kid, and I'm ridiculous. See you soon. Till the next one.